So, baked feta pasta? Yeah, I know. It's already had its 15 minutes of fame, and here I am, rolling in like the guest who shows up after the party's over. Now see, I've never tried it, so I have to see what all the fuss is about. Now normally on Nom on a Budget, I'm all about Instant Pot magic. But today, we're giving it a rest while I, wait for it, actually turn on the oven. It's simple, it's budget friendly, and if it's as good as everyone says, then we are in for a treat. Let's get into it. First things first, crank that baby to 400 degrees. That's right. Set it, forget it, and let it get hot while we prep the rest. Now grab 3 cloves of garlic. Smash them like stress relief, nice and flat. Perfect. Set them to the side. They'll be waiting for the big flavor moment later. Time to bring in the shallot. Fancy onions, cooler cousin. Slice it into eighths like you're cutting up a tiny pizza nobody ordered. Now slide those pieces over to hang out with the garlic. Flavor Squad is forming. Alright, grab 2 whole pints of grape tomatoes. Yes, the tiny ones that always roll off the counter. Dump them in right into the baking pan and spread them out nice and even. Think red carpet, but for tomatoes. They all need their moment to shine. Now it's time to reunite the Flavor Squad. Take that mashed garlic and those fancy little shallots and scatter them across the dish like you're decorating for a garlic festival. And hey, if you've tried this recipe before, or you're about to dive in for the first time, hit that like button. Show this pasta some love. Give the whole dish a nice drizzle of olive oil. Think of it like a shiny top coat, making everything glisten and ready for the spotlight. Now sprinkle in a couple pinches of salt. Nothing fancy, just enough to wake everything up. Think of it like a fairy dust for flavor. Light, magical, and it makes the tomatoes sing. Don't go overboard though, the feta's bringing in its own salty personality to the party. Time for a little heat. Sprinkle on a pinch of red pepper flakes. Add more if you like it fiery, or keep it light if you're spice shy. You're the boss of the burn here. Now for the star of the show. Grab your 8-ounce block of feta and plop it right in the center of the pan, nestled between those shiny little tomatoes. Look at it, standing tall, ready to melt into cheesy perfection. Just give it a little nod of respect, it's about to steal the spotlight. Time to bring in the Italian vibes. Grab your Italian seasoning and give the whole dish a light, even sprinkle. Think of it like a gentle confetti shower, just enough to add flavor, a little pizzazz, and get everything ready for its hot oven debut. Slide that beauty into the oven and let it bake for 40 minutes. Time to let the magic happen while we wait for that melty, cheesy perfection. While our cheesy masterpiece is baking, let's get that pasta going. Bring a big pot of water to boil and don't forget to salt it like the Mediterranean Sea. And cook 12 ounces of your favorite pasta until perfectly al dente. And hey, if you need a full ingredients list or step-by-step instructions, check out the description below. Once the pasta is done cooking, set aside half a cup of the water. Time to unveil the masterpiece. Pull that pan from the oven. Look at those tomatoes, juicy and roasted to perfection. And that feta, lightly browned on top, ready to ooze its cheesy goodness. Now, it's showtime. Dump that perfectly cooked pasta right into the pan and start mixing. Let that juicy tomato, melty feta, garlic, shallots, and seasonings all come together in a glorious, cheesy, saucy hug. Make sure every noodle gets some love. This is the moment all those flavors finally meet. Alright, time for the secret weapon. Half a cup of pasta water. Pour it in and start mixing again. Watch how it transforms the dish, making everything silky, saucy, and perfectly coated. Every noodle, Every roasted tomato, every bit of melted feta gets a little extra magic. And just like that, it's ready. If you try this recipe, or if you tweak it in any way that makes it tastier, let me know in the comments. I want to hear all your delicious ideas. And now, drumroll please, I'm all ready to taste test it, which is exactly what we're doing next. Alright, moment of truth. Let's dig into this baked feta pasta. Okay, I get that. That is good. The feta just melts down into this tangy, salty, creamy sauce. The tomatoes are all toasty and jammy. Then you toss it with the pasta and it just works. Like, it's one of those dishes where you think, really? It's just a block of cheese and some tomatoes. But wow, it has way more taste than it has the right to. I totally see why the internet lost their mind over this one. I might even forgive myself for being late to this trend because this is definitely going in my dinner rotations. If you had fun cooking along with me today, make sure you hit like on this video. It really helps the channel grow. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other budget-friendly meals. And if you want even more pasta content, go check out my Instant Pot Pastas playlist. I'll put it at the end of this video. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen today, and until the next time, happy cooking.